Do black women actually like black men? That is the question. In this video, we have some clips of Kevin Samuels and other women speaking on it. Let's get into it.
A lot of women, sisters today, will wear the extensions. And you hear brothers say, you can mimic what other women of other races look like as far as femininity, but you can even mimic the tonality of their voices. But why can't you mimic their attitude? And here's the thing, it comes down to say whether or not you really like black men. You may want us, you may love them, but do you like black men?
I recently did this video of a black woman who openly admitted, that she had different standards for black men than she did men outside of her race. Specifically, she went on to share that although she had a black man who treated her nice, was very kind to her, did all kind of different things, she just wasn't really feeling him. But when she got with a Latino man, she went just bend over backwards to do things for him. And it wasn't because he did anything particularly great, it's just because he wasn't black. And so she wanted to be like, man, like black women don't really like black men like that. And she was kind of joking about it. But the thing about it is, she said out loud what I believe a lot of ladies feel internally. I'm not saying everybody, but because I do believe there is still sometimes some internalized self-hatred that goes on, particularly in the Black American community, this is why I think there are times where that disrespect that we can see amongst each other permeates in the way it comes out in relationships, the way it comes out in families. And as a married black woman, I really feel like I'm starting to see more and more how much of culture and society does not create a healthy environment for just marriage and black love in particular to thrive. Because we already have a culture that really nurtures a lot of this self-hating ideas and rhetorics about, black women, and then black women sometimes too. Also, it's like they can really internalize these self-hating ideas about their own men, and we don't say it, but it's just the little things, wanting a lighter skinned baby, wanting a baby with good hair, going online and always associating like wealth and class and position and all this stuff with like white men or non-black men, like just all this programming that's been going on for decades. And we bring all that stuff sometimes into relationships, into marriage. And I feel like I've literally seen black women treat their own men a particular way, and then fast forward and then give other people of other races better behavior.
A lot of times this is more about status, not race. The perception of who is successful often get treated better, regardless.
Black men were so terrible, why do other races of women want them? I promise you, if black men were so terrible, these other races of women would not be desiring them. There would not be whole schools and classes on black culture that other races of women are taking to learn more about how to attract black men. No, the issue isn't the black men, but the good ones y'all don't want. Y'all don't like the nice guys.
Let me go ahead and dispel everything. Marriage ain't about love. It's about business. You don't get love. It ain't about him looking good. It ain't about the dick being good. Marry a boring guy. Marry a blue collar guy. Marry a guy who's got a little dick but a big bank account and 401k. Go get a vibrator. Do like the rest of every other woman on this planet and go with the man who has the ability to put you in a different lifestyle other than struggling like so many of our sisters do. And then when you see a black man with somebody else, you feel like he betrayed you. No, you betrayed yourself by allowing yourself to get in these positions.
Many times when these women are young, they're chasing passion and who can hit them spots, and then complain later about loyalty, integrity, and substance. But you chose to live your life doing things that made you happy, things that satisfied you, things that you enjoyed.
For a generation of sisters these days who love sleeping around with niggas, love having sex, y'all sure do hate these guys. And when I say y'all hate them, you will literally do the opposite of what he wants you to do to make him happy in order to please yourself. Be like, nah, boo, I don't really like that outfit, but you'll go outside in it anyway. He'll be like, nah, boo, all that makeup, you know what I'm saying? You don't really need it all. You'll pound on more. He'll be like, nah, boo, you know, all that weave, you know what I'm saying, it's too much for me. I like it natural. And you'll go get a 40-inch bust down. But, like, how does that make sense? Like, you want to be with a man, but you don't want to be with a man. Like, you want to have sex with a man, but you don't want to marry a man. Like, you want to have this man's baby, but you don't want to let him raise his baby. Like, it just don't make no sense to me. And it's all about get what you want, get what you can from these niggas. You know what I'm saying? Granted, it is some dog-ass dudes out here. But, you know, at the end of the day, you have to reflect on you. Like, what type of life are you living? You know, basically, you're in prostitution mode. You're just not on the strip. You feel me? Where's your integrity? Where are your values? What are your values? How can we continue to say, you know, we want to deal with men, but we just hate everything that they have to say? And when a sister like me get on here and try to defend a man, we're called pick-me's.
It's not that I don't like black men. It's just the fact that the algorithm of the world has not put me with black men. What I mean by that, if I go on to Bumble right now and I swipe, for every black dude, there's like 100 white dudes. So if I'm just swiping, I'm not going to find that many black dudes. And even if I do find black dudes, y'all realize I swipe left most of the time. So not only are black people like a minority on Bumble, that from my experience, but then they're also like, I still got to be attracted to you. I'm not just going to swipe right because you're black. So I don't know why people think that I go out my way to not date black guys. Now, do I have certain types that aren't black? Yeah, I mean, I probably like, you know, I like my white boys. I like my olive, what's it called? Racially ambiguous guys. Growing up, actually, I used to want like a black dude with cornrows. However, I will admit, that's when I wanted like a YN, like a hood nigga. Like that was my type when I was like in 3rd grade. I used to want to date like a hood nigga, and like when I was a kid. But then as I got older, more mature, I started liking white dudes a lot that have like a little like dark hair.
And let me tell you something right now, sisters. I'm gonna tell you right now. You guys are the only one who specifically call out black men. When Asian women have a problem with men, they say men. When Hispanic women have a problem with men, they say men. They don't say Hispanic men, they say men. When white women have a problem with men, they say men. They don't say white men. You guys are the only ones who do that specific adjective and say black men. And it's got to stop.
Would you date him?
No, because he's black.
Wait. Wait. He's whiter than you. You don't date black guys?
No.
Why is that? Have you ever dated a black guy?
I've talked to a black guy. Like,
did you smash?
Yeah. I wouldn't date one.
It's not your preference? You don't find them attractive, or?
I guess it's both of those. Like, I used to like them, and then I kind of grew out of it.
So you're black.
Uh-huh.
Would you rather date a black man or a white man?
A white man?
For real.
Would you rather date a black man or an Asian man?
Asian man.
Would you rather date a black man or a Latino man?
Latino man.
Would you rather date a black man or a Indian man?
See, this is what they want out there, generalizations from people who've had bad experiences. Why are you condemning all black men because of what you experienced with a few? But they don't do that with other people.
The entire society, black men and black women, everyone is being influenced by the media.
Okay, but then I also said that there is also a black me. No, hell to the no. You don't do that on my show.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Yes. Get this shit straight. You don't overtalk the host, corporate black woman. Do you do that in your company meetings when the manager's talking?
No, but I definitely.
Well, then you don't do it here.
Kevin,
don't condescend to me, woman. I can cut you off because I'm running a show. I've been polite to you, but do not come at me with that condescending, petty attitude. That shit does not work here, man.
But
you treat me nice. I asked you a question. I'm going to continue to ask you questions. If you don't like the way this flows, you can exit stage left because I have a show for 3,000 people to run, not just for you and your talking points. So, do you want to have a conversation or do you want to have your way?
It's not about me having my way.
I asked a question.
Can I finish my sentence?
Can you answer my question?
What is your question?
Do you want to have a conversation or do you want to have your way?
Yeah, I would like to have a conversation that's productive between the
Well,
two
I
of
will
us.
decide. I will decide what's productive on my show.
When Black women are in need, when we are grieving, when we are creating, when we are fighting for our lives, how do Black men show up in ways that don't center themselves? Because what I see too often is critique without care. But we care. I see the demands without contributions, entitlement without reciprocity, because Black women stay showing up for everybody, but who's showing up for us?
Look, you helped normalize anti-black narratives through the books you supported, through the movies you supported for years. Then you act shocked when men are speaking up now? Get the hell out of here. Talking about black women always showing up. You guys are the ones who changed. You guys are the one who fell for that feminist bullshit. Men haven't changed. We still the same. You guys became modern. You guys started asking for more. You want to be men.
Thanks, I stopped dating black men.
I hate to even say it, but I feel like I agree.
When y'all say this, it's confusing, right? Because we bury black men and they ain't causing problems no more. It's some that's in a vegetable state. They can't cause problems. It's some that's handicapped. They can't cause problems. It's some that y'all wouldn't even touch with a 10-foot pole. They can't cause problems. The only men who ever cause problems for y'all is the ones y'all was sleeping with. And after all is said and done, you think the skin color is what gave you the problems. You think the gender is what gave you the problems and not the mindset. So you're going to keep going through the same shit. I don't know if y'all really believe what y'all be saying or y'all just hate accountability that much. But it don't matter. When you having real problems and you don't want to tell yourself some real shit, yeah, you susceptible for this shit to keep happening. In a racist world, y'all think dating outside of your race is what makes you happier. On top of the fact that so many women think that happiness is like a Fashion Nova outfit they can put on. I have to leave for my happiness. I'm not happy right now. And 5 minutes later, you're going to feel something else. But your family is still done. Your relationship is still over. A lot of women think they can't find a good man because they think we supposed to put up with whatever bullshit they got going on in their head. And based off of what y'all be telling y'allself or trying to tell us, I don't think none of it is ever real.
It's not real. All this tough talk, it's going to their head, man, because you know what I said? I said this in another video. I said social media has messed them up, one, because now they have an outlet to speak with no repercussions. Because they come online and say things, you know goodness well they wouldn't say to a man in person. And that's it for this video.